Mildred Paige. She was just such a special person. She was very loyal, and everybody in the family was crazy about Mel. She was just a very capable person. She could do anything. She did housework, and she would sew things up or figure out how to rig something that was broken. She just had a lot of initiative. She had told me that she learned something every day she came to work here.
Mel was just always there. I would get home from school and put my book bag down, and Mel would just come in the kitchen with me, and sometimes when Mom wasn't there, I would just talk to Mel, and it was like I knew all my secrets were safe. It was just a neat friendship, other-mother kind of relationship we had. When I went away to college, she wrote me letters about how much she missed me and about the things that were going on at home. I can remember this birthmark that she had on her arm because I saw her arms and her hands so much. I just watched her make so many things, or she handed me so many things, or I saw her wiping off the counters, and I always knew that she had worked so hard her whole life, physical work. She was not a complainer at all, but you could just see it in her knees and her feet.
Was crazy about Ann Lanier. She was just like her little girl baby, and she just loved doing for her.
Let's Mama do it. Let's Mama do it. Yeah, you're a sweet thing. You know it? Yeah. That was sweet enough.
Mel cared for me from the very beginning, and every time I saw her, she was always wearing this white uniform, a white button-down dress about to her knees with a collar, and these white sheer hose, and white orthopedic shoes, and sometimes a white apron. And she was just always there, always.
Hurry up, Rich!
What do you say to say to the quit?
I told him to hurry up.
Why?
So, have him.
Why?
Eat him.
She made these breakfasts that we called a meal breakfast, and of course it wasn't anything different, I guess, from just a good old breakfast, but it would be eggs and bacon and grits and toast or bagels and honey or jelly or whatever, but we always made such a big deal out of a meal breakfast because it made her so proud because she was making people happy.
Growing up, I made Christmas presents for all my family members at Christmas time, and I always made one for Mel, and it was just, she was part of the family, so I give her a gift.
One Friday, I took her to the bus stop, and I said, "Bye, Mel, see you Monday," and she said, "If the Lord's willing," and this was sort of a routine thing we would say, "If the Lord's willing, see you tomorrow." And so Sunday morning, Julian, her nephew, called.
We got the call that Mel had died that Sunday morning. I remember it was the day before I was going to go see her on Monday at my grandmother's house, and we all just broke down. I think my mom dropped the phone, and we all just cried and cried and cried. We just didn't know what to do. That was my first experience with death.
When she died, we went to her house, and I went in her room, and it was just overwhelming. In this little room, she had a little dresser, and then there were things that I had made and things that my daughter had made. I can particularly remember these flower pots, and Mel's was pink and white buttons, and there she had that right on her dresser. When I saw those things, it just killed me.
After all those years, Mel just wouldn't be there anymore, and somehow life would have to go on without her, but we'll always remember.
She was just a part of our life and a part of everything we did, and took so much joy in pleasing people, and she was just a lovely, dear person.
Oh my